Hi there, I'm Wayne Metter, and I'm passionate about advancing the sustainability of the human race. Like many, I know something's radical has got to be done, and it's time to do it differently and start the conversation in a new way. It's time to change the way we think and collaborate together. But my channel, it's just me and my life, and I'm starting to share what I've learned with you. And on this show, I'm cycling through North America on a trek for change. Just got the tire patched up, so it's ready to roll. I'm about 7 miles from Selmer, and I just asked this guy here in the truck if I could throw my bike in the pickup or in the trailer, and if he'd take me into Selmer. I didn't want to do this at all, but I'm feeling sick, and I know if I try to go in the heat of the day right now, I'm gonna lose it, and that's the only smart thing to do. So I'm gonna ride into Selmer with that guy and go do the interview with the paper, and then get me something to drink and a place to stay. Well, this awesome guy that let me ride in the truck just dropped me off in Selmer. Just coming into Selmer, and I'm gonna ride up, since it's not too far, it's about a mile I think, up to the center of town where the newspaper office is and do that interview, and then I gotta find a hotel. I'm at a hotel right now. They're wanting $60. They wouldn't negotiate with me, but I'd like to get somebody to come down to 35. That's usually what I do if I'm gonna do a hotel. So hang on, we'll see what happens. I'm at the hotel. I went and did an interview, type of an interview with the paper, the local paper. And Tom, the owner, he real nice guy, offered to take me to lunch, and I just don't feel up to it. I've been sick feeling. I haven't been able, any water that I put in just comes right out the other end. I'd like to have something to help me keep some fluids in. I'm getting dry. I told the older woman up at the desk this morning, I said, right now is one time I just want my mama. It'll show who's a man and who's not, I guess, but maybe I'm just not all that. Oh, there's the microwave. I'm heating up some water, see if I can, and some ramen noodles. I have 3 packs of ramen noodles. I have a chicken flavored one. And I'm heating that up to see if I can't use that to get something into my body. Tom, great guy at the newspaper, he brought me down, rather than having to ride, he brought me back down here so that I could stay. The woman at the front counter, I asked her if she could negotiate a little bit on the price. She said she couldn't. We got to talking for a bit, and I told her what I was doing, and she was going to talk to the owner and see if she couldn't give me a better deal. And the owner said, oh, well, she never got a chance to call him. When I called her back to ask her what the results was to come back down here from the paper, she said, you know, I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but you just pay what you can and I'll take care of the rest. So I had told her already that 35 was kind of my max for hotels. If I couldn't get a hotel for 35, I was just going to pass and go camp. And I know right now, I think she can tell right now, I'm not in any shape to go camping anywhere, not even in somebody's yard. I'm hurting. I'm really hurt. One thing I would like to say is this hotel is just awesome. Let me grab the camera here. This is just a neat little hotel. It's a country hotel. Here's what it looks like where I'm at. I'm putting in a swimming pool. I guess the owner who owns it, he's an older fella, and everybody knows him around town. Yeah, it's humid out here. You see that lens fogging up? But this is the hotel, and I couldn't be happier. Now down here in the middle, there's a mess hall, kitchen I guess they call it, and a place to do laundry. So I'm going to do that here in a minute. There's no rest for the weary, is there? I've been sleeping though. I've been sleeping all afternoon since I got here at 2 o'clock. Got a shower, and that's it. I feel a lot better after sleeping. I got in yesterday to that hotel, and I slept from 2 p.m. until 5:30, with the exception of waking up just a couple of times until 5:30 this morning. And then I got online and I looked, and after I'd made a post on Facebook saying that I was sick, several people suggested that I replace my electrolytes, and I didn't even think about that until now. Maybe that's just me being an idiot, but either way, their suggestion was to use Pedialyte. So I rode about 1.5 miles to 2 miles back the other direction to get some Pedialyte, and now I'm gonna head back. So I'm looking at approximately 50 miles to get into where I'm staying in Jackson today, and I think I can do it. I want to stop at the Verizon store, which adds another 10 miles just to go to the Verizon store and to go to a bike shop because I need pedals. Here's the way that pedal is looking right now. See that? The JB weld came out, but it is holding together enough for me to at least make it down the road. So stay tuned, hang on to your britches, because today's gonna be a rough one. I just stopped at the gas station here behind me, and I have finally made it to the north side of Henderson. I've got another 15 miles or so to go before I make it into Jackson. Another 22 miles to make it to the Verizon store so I can get another iPhone replacement for the one that was lost. And I was about 5 miles back on the south side of Henderson that I ran into Tom. Tom is the owner and chief editor of the newspaper for McNairy County, and he gave me a couple of newspapers. So I have to go and read the article that he did, but I made the front page on the McNairy County News, and that's awesome. It's great to bring this kind of a conversation to the local communities as I pass through them, and it really gives us all an opportunity to collaborate together and an opportunity for others to reach out and use me as a central hub to build this conversation. So I'm excited about that. And I'm just thought it was interesting. I'm right here across the road from an anvil factory or an anvil location. I really don't know what they do, but I'm guessing it's the Anvil t-shirts. And it's kind of funny because we have a t-shirt screen printing business and we use Anvil shirts a lot. Matter of fact, we like one of their organic shirts, the Anvil 420 models, and they're organic. And so we do focus on printing using sustainable, eco-friendly inks and organic textiles. And Anvil, believe it or not, has a decent organic cotton t-shirt. So I thought that was interesting. All right, well, it's time to get back on the road. I've just restocked with water. I got some beef jerky and I ate a few pieces and it went down all right and I'm feeling pretty good. After I recorded that last bit at the gas station, I'm cruising up 45 and I run into a post office here right along the road. It couldn't have been a better scenario. And so I pulled in and I'm shipping 2 t-shirts and a pair of jeans home. And I know I don't really need the jeans or anything that's full pants until I get out west where it's cooler at night. So I'll just have to get something when I get out there, or have somebody have it shipped to me. Either way, I wanted to lighten the load a little bit. And I also sent the newspaper back that the newspaper that one of them, he gave me 3. But here's the front page article on me. So that's pretty exciting. Did the interview yesterday and have the article in the paper today. So I sent one of those back. That way I don't lose it and I have it for later. And we're going to keep rolling on to Jackson. When I was coming into Jackson, I was just about to downtown. And I pull up to a stoplight and some guy pulls up beside me in a Jeep and he says, "Hey, where are you from?" "Lineville, Alabama." "Where are you going?" "California." "Really? No way. Hey, let's talk a little bit more." So he pulls off to the side of the road and we get talking, and come to find out he used to be the president, acting president for, I don't know, over 15 years or something like that of the bike club here in the Jackson area, and has been real active in putting in some mountain biking trails, etc. And he's no longer the president, but he was able to help me. I rode on up to the square downtown. Just at that moment, the tire on the trailer goes flat, and I could have patched it right there downtown, kept moving, but he said, "Hang on, let me help you out." So he and I threw the bike on the back of his Jeep and the trailer in the back, and he took me another 10 miles or so up to the Verizon store so I could get a new phone. So I was able to pick up a new phone. Thank you to all who, there it is, new iPhone. Thank you to all who donated to help me pick up the iPhone. Now I need to just get a case for it and we're good to go. Second of all, there was a bike shop that's just right up that way, and so he helped me by connecting me with the owner at the bike shop. And while I was at the bike shop, I got to ride one of those old bikes that has the big wheel in the front and the little wheel in the back. I don't know what they're called, but I got to ride it, and that thing was, man, that was more work than riding the bike with weight on it that I ride every day. And that was fun because I had said before I left that at some point I want to ride one of those things. So anyway, I was able to get the pedals for the bike. I just put new pedals on the bike, and they're just regular flat pedals because we just don't have the capital right now to go with clipless pedals and a new pair of shoes. And that's done. The bike trailer, it's been repaired, and I have it sitting over there. And I am in the garage at the second place where where I'm staying. That's through couchsurfing.com. And couchsurfing.com is a website where you can find people who have a place to stay. So it's been a real good experience so far. I'm feeling a ton better. I've been drinking Gatorade, Pedialyte, lots of water, and eating solids, and I'm feeling so much more refreshed and ready to go. And so I just wanted to give you that update. The bike is in tip-top shape again and ready to get back out on the road. The trailer, I bought a new tube for the trailer, got some CO2 and the pedals when I was at the bike shop, And I noticed then when I pulled the tube out of the tire, the trailer tire, that some of the cords are starting to go bad on the inside of that trailer tire, and I know that it's just a cheap tire. So I'm going to get a new tire at some point as I'm going up through the rest of Tennessee or into Missouri. And hey, that's where we're at with it. So I hope this is informative. I'm going to go in and get some rest and get some video edited and be ready for morning. And going to try to get north, a good part of Tennessee knocked out, and into Missouri in the next couple days. It's day 14. I'm 7 miles outside of Jackson. I'm headed up through the country. I'm headed towards Dyersburg. It's about 53 or 54 miles to where I'm wanting to go. And I don't know if I'll make it that far. I don't have a place to stay tonight, which is fine. I thought I'd either comp the backyard of a church somewhere, or you know, see if I could talk to the locals and find a place to stay. I'm not feeling so good again today. Really not sure why, other than the fact that I'm not eating the right foods. And part of that's because I'm trying to save money. Maybe that's a bad choice. I've been trying to eat affordable foods so that I don't have to, you know, waste you guys' gifting and funds just on food. I'm starting to have thoughts about how long it's taken. It gets lonely. But then I think of who's, you know, wanting me to continue the goals that I've set for myself. I don't know. It's just a lot of thinking. I've been listening to music for the first time today. Listening to REM here just a little bit ago. That doesn't make you happy. But I don't feel very good. I'm getting weak. Does that tell you anything about the wind that I'm battling? Just stopped at an equipment company along the road here. I seen it looked like a decent place, and filled up with some ice cold water, and I asked them about, you know, where I could stop and stay, maybe a church along the way, and they connected me with, well, one of the churches. I guess one of them goes to that church, and told me to stop and talk to Brother Bill up here, and I've got another 19 more miles to go. So today's gonna pan out to be a long day for me, a lot more than I'm used to, but in the big picture, I think that's a good thing. It's really built my body up to what it needs to be. I'm feeling a lot better than I was earlier today. I just had to take a break earlier, and now that I'm feeling better, I'm gonna push it and try to keep going. Precious water. Boy, today's the most miles I've ever rode consecutively. Thankfully, the elevation gain was less than 1,200 feet in elevation gain. But I just got here. I can't tell you how happy I am and how good it feels to lay out flat. There's this table here, sitting out here in the pavilion, and I just got here. Look at all the bees. Can you see them? They're just all over the place. Right now I don't even know if I care.